A free vacation voucher by donating. Call 800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618. Welcome back, PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio with the one and only Fred Dreyer.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mike Horn. Are you strapped in?
I am strapped in. We're moving ahead. You're making sense today.
Yeah, well, we're rolling right along here. Everything is coalescing nicely. We are now have the results of 40 years of liberal, progressive, Marxist, commie, anti-American, constitutional hating indoctrination. You know, the needle of that indoctrination was put into the backs of the necks of kids many decades ago, not unlike the people, the parents in the movie Invaders from Mars.
But
good timing.
Something is going on here in the studio.
Ooh,
this is about the third time you've mentioned that, and apparently someone has zoned in on your frequency right now.
Yeah, I think it's someone in the bathroom. Yeah. And
let me see if I can get rid of that guy in the audience. So it looks kind of weird. That took care of it. I'll go ahead with the show.
Thanks. Am I in the way over here?
You're all right. That was an invader of some kind.
No, you've got this new. Tell the people you've got this new thing your daughter gave you for Christmas. It's a hand. What is it?
Sound effect machine.
Sound effect machine.
It is a sound effect machine. It's just wonderful to work with. That's just great. You can help make your show work.
Get me 3 or 4. I want to send them to my granddaughters.
We're going to do that. We're going to get that to you. And
your mom will just completely. I'll be hearing about that. So anyway, the idea is the message coming from Mitt to the American people, to the base, to rally people.
You're saying his message has to change to rally all facets of the party. Yeah,
exactly. Now, and here he is talking about just the middle class.
It's not good being poor, and we have a safety net to help those that are very poor. But my campaign is focused on middle-income Americans. My campaign, you can choose where to focus. You can focus on the rich. That's not my focus. You can focus on the very poor. That's not my focus. My focus is on middle-income Americans, retirees living on Social Security, people who can't find work, folks that have kids that are getting ready to go to college. These are the people who've been most badly hurt during the Obama years. We have a very ample safety net, and we can talk about whether it needs to be strengthened or whether there are holes in it, but we have food stamps, we have Medicaid, we have housing vouchers, we have programs to help the poor. But the middle-income Americans, they're the folks that are really struggling right now, and they need someone that can help get this economy going for them.
I agree with him on that. Now, that makes some sense.
Yeah, that's fine. But, again, to my view, that's dollars and cents, which is wonderful. My focus is going to be everybody.
Well, it has to be everybody.
My focus just isn't. His focus is the middle class. I mean, it's everybody. It's the poor people. Poor people are missing an awful lot in this country, and they're disenfranchised to a great degree. And remember, there's always going to be 8 to 10% of poor people in every single construct, every social setting at all. We have less poor in this country than most of the first world countries, and
right.
And we do as much with them as we possibly can. And I also believe that if you want to help people, keep it at the state level. The government should not be in the business of taking care of poor people. There's plenty of ways of doing this through churches and through the community services. Those are the people that know exactly where the poor people are, who they are, and why they're poor, and how to weave them into the communities. Everybody. The idea is for people to come out of these poor conditions and to prosper into something.
Advantageous situation.
You're gonna have poor people no matter where you are. And it's a leftist influence that we're going to talk about the poor, and if you don't like the poor, then there's something wrong with you. We love the poor, and we want them to be wealthy, and that's the whole idea. We want them to be wealthy. Barack wants to keep them poor. So these are the things that we're looking at, but I think this country needs to have and wants, more freedoms. And here's Ron Paul.
That's number 3. Okay.
Something big is happening in this country, and it's all very favorable. There's a mess up in Washington. They've created a mess. They've given us a lousy foreign policy. They've given us a lousy budget, and they've given us a lousy recession. But where the wonderful thing is happening is in the grassroots. People are beginning to realize that the problem is too much government. We need more personal liberty.
There you go. And the personal liberty is at the local level.
Correct.
It's at the local level. It's not at, let's have the government come in and give us and make it so we have personal liberties. I don't want them. I don't want to hear from them. It's like an adult going out and monitoring kids as they're playing baseball. They want to be freed to play baseball. They don't want government. They don't want the government, i.e., the parent, to tell them where first base and second base and third base are. Let the kids figure out where those bases are. Let them have the liberty and the freedom to do what they want to do. And it's just, there's one thing about running for office, on a platform, and then there's another thing, of really what you're talking about in terms of who's going to be responsible for it. I think the states have to be more responsible and the government has to be less responsible. So I want to hear most of these people talk about this. Now we've got Newt, talking about what America would like to have in terms of a nominee.
There's a vibrant conservative movement in this country that really wants a conservative nominee and that really believes that nominating a moderate, we did it in 1996 and it failed, we did it in 2008 and it failed. There are a lot of folks who think nominating a moderate will not work if you're trying to beat Barack Obama.
Yeah, and I completely agree with it. And that's what we're talking about. If it's Newt, he's got to be right of center. He can't be left of center. And that's what's going on in this country right now is taking a long, hard look. You're asking people who voted for Barack Obama to now not vote for him and switch over to Mitt Romney. And Mitt Romney had better talk to the people the correct way. Otherwise, the people are going to stay home. And if they do that, then we all get the movie out, Invaders from Mars, and watch it together. So don't go away. We'll be right back here.